The hottest pop culture stories of the day, like Alix Earle and Tom Brady. Timothy Chalamet shouts out his girlie. Plus, speculation on who Ashley Tisdale is talking about. This is Hot to Go. I'm Brittany.
I'm Kendall.
And I'm Mike.
And our group chat was on fire this weekend because Tom Brady and Alix Earle were spotted hanging out, holding hands, being a little far too close for friends, out and about at the club on New Year's Eve.
What? Like the Alix Earle that just broke up with Braxton Berrios like a day ago?
Isn't that crazy? It's like I started thinking this immediately. I was like, oh my God, Mike and Kendall. Did this breakup need to happen pretty dang quick because this was in the works?
Ooh. I mean, all I saw from the people who were following this very closely about Alix Earle, and if you don't know who she was just on Dancing with the Stars. She's a host, podcaster / social media maven. I think is that this was one of those, oh wow, is she upgrading? Like football men? Maybe. This one's a weird one though.
It's a weird one.
Like Tom Brady, I mean, Alix Earle could get just about anybody right now. Like she really could. She's kind of just a hot chick. I'm not saying to marry, but like to hook up with or be around. I think
you put Alix Earle on a higher pedestal.
I don't know. I think to that.
Because she's still not, the thing is, she's not a household name. And I'm not saying you have to be. She's not going to be in the circles that like some of the names that maybe you're thinking of are in. She's still kind of like TikTok royalty, which is not acknowledged in a lot of the circles yet.
I do think, though, that if she put her sights on anybody within that demo, like I'm talking like people who, I hate to say like the age group, but the age group that you think she'd be interested in, she could like hook up with any of them. Think of all the NFLers who are dating an influencer.
But it's also, she's somebody who tells all. And that's not always appealing in the Hollywood world or like in the, entertainment world as well.
Well, I will say we have a follow-up.
Oh.
And but to your point, though, Brittany, Tom Brady, $37.5 million a year to be on television. He is the biggest A-plus lister of household name A-plus listers. Alix Earle, still huge influencer, massive influence, massive number of followers. It's just not the same, I don't feel.
I don't think so
you
either.
guys are saying that he's the catch? Ugh.
Unfortunately, in this case.
But not personality-wise, I will say that. He's kind of boring.
But
boring.
we do have a TMZ exclusive because Tom Brady and Alix Earle, that flirty and boozy fun that they were having in St. Bart's? Well, according to sources with direct knowledge, it was nothing more than just some flirty, drunk fun. No hookup between the two.
Okay, this is BS, and we all know it. Tom Brady doesn't put any toxins in his body. We know that. He doesn't even drink milk. This man is not having boozy fun.
I took that as a sex joke, and it was really funny.
Both things apply. He'd be like, is this organic? Before he does anything to you.
Excuse me, can you sign this NDA? And is this organic?
Is this organic? What have you been eating before I do anything? That man does not touch alcohol on a casual level. I'm sorry. And I know I'm just, if you follow what his
TB12?
Yeah. He's not.
His regiment does not drink.
He does not drink.
But listen to this quote. The moment was nothing more than a drunk, flirty fun at a party. We're told that they flirted on the dance floor, and that's where it ended.
He is the most intentional, sober person. Like, as somebody who is also very sober all the time, he is more intentional, more sober than me.
But remember who just got married?
Mm-hmm.
Giselle.
And remember his statement of of course, his people said, of course Tom's happy for her. Because if he ever sees someone, he wants her to be happy for him. And of course, he would never be mad at the mother of their children because that would look really bad. He ain't happy for nobody. I think that this man was flirty, 30... Nope. Something drinks in. I don't know.
I thought you said his age. I was like,
nope.
More, higher.
40, 50. I think that he might have had a little fun on New Year's Eve. And if not to your point, Brittany, if not, then he was allowing whoever was around him to have a little bit of fun with him so that it would get in the headlines.
Yeah, I believe that. Okay, first off, as somebody who, if he doesn't even have like mercury in his food, it would take him a drink to be, not 30 drinks, a drink. Mm-hmm. So maybe he did relax and do that. And like that is like what Giselle's been trying to get him to do for years, is like maybe not be the strictest, most insane robot person ever. But I also believe this even more, is that he was just in a place of like, it would be nice if somebody saw me flirting with this very, very much so publicized person.
Who's fine as hell.
Yeah. I don't see any harm in that.
I don't know. The football circle was funny, though. It was like funny seeing these grown men who love football, who somehow are now talking about this influencer, Alix Earle, because she's dated football players and now is talking to Tom Brady.
Her ex is a football player.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Do people, I don't know though, because I mean, Tom Brady now has been linked to so many random people. Mm-hmm. I don't know how much like emotional attachment people have to Tom Brady's like social. I mean, I know they're emotionally attached, but I don't know if they put much like sanctity around it.
I think it was a story too because she just broke up with Braxton.
Yeah. And
so it's like, oh, is this why?
For sure.
You know, there's this like narrative around that.
That's what I thought. I thought for sure. I'm like, oh, they've been talking.
And there's and honestly, to me, like, there's no way. No, this is not why she and Braxton broke up. It is not Tom Brady.
Well, the thing is, if they were talking, then obviously there was like you're dating somebody. That's what can happen. You know, right. Like you could talk to somebody else and be less interested in the person you're with. So like,
I don't know.
Don't know.
We shall never know.
We'll never know. But do we think this is a couple or not? Let's go around. No, Mike?
No chance. He's most recently been linked to and still hooking up with Irina Shayk. We also saw him and Kim Kardashian for a while, believed to be
Sydney Sweeney. Remember that was a conversation.
Everybody who was at that wedding was a conversation with Sydney Sweeney.
We're attached to Sydney Sweeney in some way.
And I'm not even joking. Even Jeff Bezos is rumored in the blind items to be with Sydney Sweeney at his own wedding.
Let me tell you this about the housemaid. Yeah. You see Sydney Sweeney in all of her glory. Science doesn't make sense with her body. I was like, and you know what's so funny is in the housemaid, she has a sex scene with the guy from
Brandon Skellner.
Yep.
Was he there? I don't know. And I'm a straight woman.
Brandon Skellner's
hot as hell.
Attractive dude too.
But let me tell you, when Sydney Sweeney is with all of her glory, I get it why everyone wants to be linked to her. Okay.
I now think I should watch The Housemaid.
You should do it. Same.
For Brandon.
For Brandon.
Obviously.
Okay, Timothée Chalamet. Congratulations on your award. He won Best Actor at the Critics' Choice Awards last night. And he did something he's never done before. We've played around with kind of holding Kylie Jenner's hand. And there was a little flirtation, sometimes when they were sitting in the chairs. But a lot of times there's not an actual acknowledgement around her. Well, at the end of his award, he gave her a shout out.
Thank you to my partner of 3 years. Thank you for our foundation. I love you. I couldn't do this without you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
The foundation.
Ooh.
Partner.
Really?
3 years? I know that was the real one I went to. I was
trying to think of her outfits. I'm like, yeah, that checks out. Like
I remember last year at Golden Globes when like an actress kind of snubbed her but really didn't.
Yeah.
The year before is when Taylor was there and Selena and Taylor were whispering about whether or not she said something to her. We were trying to lip read what Selena was saying to Taylor. That was 2 years ago.
I do think they're doing that thing though that couples do where they round up.
Sure.
Because I think it's been like 2.5.
Kind of like Brittany did with the show. She's like, well, it's 2026 and technically we started in 2024. So we've been on the air for 3 years.
That's absolutely true.
Math.
But like when your relationship's moving a little too fast. So you're like, oh yeah, we've been together for 5 months. And someone's like, actually it's been 3. And you're like, don't you correct me.
What do you mean?
Paris Fashion Week 2023, January.
Wow.
It's literally been 3 years.
Wow.
Since they quietly started dating.
Wow.
Do you question? I just the very specific choice of my partner without saying her name.
That's intriguing to me.
Yeah, it's interesting, and I wonder where that stems from because we know who she is. She's sitting right there.
It feels strategic.
Yeah,
it feels like that was a compromise. Like Kylie Jenner's team was like, hey, if you want this fake relationship to keep going.
So you still think it's a fake relationship?
I don't know. I'm just saying, like, this is me. Because I do think it's real. Ever since she was at that baseball game miserable, I was like, that's a couple. That is the most.
She hates him right now.
Doesn't want to be there and is there. And she's like, yeah, great baseball. Can we go home? My feet are cold. I went, that's actually the most couple thing I've ever seen them do. But like, let's say it was a publicationship. And there's all these stories that came out a couple weeks ago about how they're breaking up. And they still want her and him to be together because it's great for him, especially as she's making the rounds in the Oscars, gets his names in a lot of, there's just like circles that are more interested in him because of Kylie Jenner, which I'm like debating if that's even true. But let's say they have that theory. And her team is going to a place of, all right, then we need some acknowledgement. And they're like, we can't name your name in a speech. Yes, you can. No, we can't. Fine, I'll say partner, but I'm not doing it your actual Kylie Jenner name. So like when we look back years from now, people won't know what that applies to. Fine, deal.
So you're like, I won't be embarrassed that I dated Kylie Jenner?
Yeah, like they brokered on this exact sentence. That's what it feels like.
I will say, going to the comments, this blows my mind because normally when you go to the comments, you're just going to find, the most aggressive takes. The way she looked at him and said, I love you. I know they're self-made billionaire and an actor. We're taught to feel like they're not real people. This is love. You can feel it. And then somebody also said, I know most comments are talking about the partner like it's a word of crime. To me, calling your other half a partner is more meaningful than my girlfriend or my boyfriend, like they own you.
Yeah.
I think them saying partner again was like part of the broker is that like that's a big word to me. When you say partner, like it's pretty much marriage. Like the only people I know that call each other partners are married people.
Yeah, I don't think he would say anything if they weren't genuinely in some kind of relationship. Like, Mike, what's the normal publicationship timeline?
3 years, actually, exactly 3 years. So the fact that they're re-upping here in this award season is very ironic.
But of course they're re-upping in this award season. This is his year to possibly get Best Actor at the Oscars.
100%.
You don't mess with the formula. You don't mess with the car if the car's running well. And I know that because I watched Days of Thunder over break.
Harry Hogg.
Thank you.
His crew chief.
Thank you.
By the way, his name is Harry Hogg, by the way.
Yeah, it's not great names. Like, I mean, Trickle wasn't a great name.
Trickle, Harry Hogg, Russ Wheeler. For those just joining us for Hot to Go, you have no idea why we're randomly saying different characters from Days of Thunder. But Brittany watched it for the first time in 35 years, and I'm proud of her.
Thank you.
Rowdy Burns.
Oh, God.
Rowdy Burns. Rowdy.
You said 35 years? It's been longer since she's...
No, the movie was made.
Yeah.
Oh, good. I wasn't age shaming
1990. 36, actually, now, I guess.
Don't
Gross.
say that.
36 is so long and so old.
Oh. Hey, Ashley Tisdale is dropping some names in her former mom group that she says they ain't nice. Now, when I say she's dropping names, she's not, but like internet sleuths be sleuthing and like we can figure it out quickly. Would you like the info on what she's saying or the people she's talking about?
Oh, let's do what they're saying first.
Okay.
And then tell us who they're connecting it to.
Okay, so Ashley Tisdale, formerly of High School Musical, Disney Channel star, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Sharpay.
She went out on The Cut, the magazine, and she said, listen, I thought I'd found my people. I thought I'd found my mom group. It turned out I found a bunch of high school mean girls and I'm over it. She talks about how she was so excited to find this group of people to like really be a support system, but it slowly became clear to her that she was being ostracized. And she's like, God, I hate this feeling. Oh my God, I know what this is. This is high school. This is what I experienced. Because she went on to say, you'd think that I didn't go to normal high school because of, the movies I was in, but I actually did. And these things happened, and it's the same thing that happened to you who's reading this, or maybe your best friend. And those are all the feelings I had. And I said to this group, you know what? I'm done. And that was that. And she's like, and it's funny because since I've said this, the feedback has been, thank you for saying something. You're so brave. Now, she did not name names. She even actually said, I don't think these are bad people, ... Well, maybe one of them.
Ooh.
But this is what happened. This is what went down. Now, the internet sleuths be sleuthing. The people she used to take pictures with included Hillary Duff, Meghan Trainor, and Mandy Moore.
Interesting. That adds some weird layers into this.
So these are all the people she used to take these photos with at all these parties, these groups that always look like they're having so much fun, as they do on social media. Ashley Tisdale no longer follows Hillary Duff or Mandy Moore on Instagram. But she does still follow Meghan Trainor. Now, might I add that can you not see, I'm just saying, can you not see Hillary Duff being like the queen bee of the group? I'm not saying she's a mean girl. I'm saying like the queen bee.
And to what you're saying, like if once we start kind of getting context, if those are the people, we do need to acknowledge that out of those stars, Ashley Tisdale included, one of those things are not like the other. Like Ashley Tisdale, we can all objectively say her career is not as big as all three of those.
No.
Is there a world... If Ashley Tisdale is talking about that she's been triggered a lot when this happened to her when she was in high school and she was like doing, movies, is there a world where she went into this with a little bit of like a complex as well? Like the perfect storm.
Yeah.
Of I'm like the least of all the celebrities. Plus, Ashley Tisdale experienced a lot of backlash in 2020.
I don't remember this. What was this?
Oh, no, I lied. That was the other High School Musical star. And as I started saying
Vanessa Hudgens.
I regretted it. Because that's not true at all, Brittany. You're literally lying.
It's fine. I see what you're saying. And Ashley Tisdale goes on to say that like there were little group texts that would sidebar.
Yeah.
There were little invites. And she said there was this clique that would form in the larger group. And by the third or fourth time of my algorithm feeding me these group photos that I wasn't in, I finally was like, do you not want me here?
No, and I actually think even to my other point about dynamics is like with this leaning into Ashley Tisdale's point, out of those three people, Mandy Moore, Hillary Duff, and Meghan Trainor is the only one that is actively in her career insanely busy. The other two would probably have a lot more time and energy to dedicate to just their kids' stuff because they're not doing as much, which can be problematic for really like high achieving people, which like they talk about, like that's where you get like the, oh my God, we're doing 45 things and we're over planning and now I think I'm the boss and I'm the, delegating. So like again, the dynamics do kind of clock.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. And you just, it's interesting because, and I'm like, is it the characters that these people play or is it who we've seen them grow up to be through social media and through activism or not activism or the roles they choose? And I'm like, Ashley Tisdale doesn't even seem to be the type of same person as these other moms are. It's like putting, like, for an easier way of putting this, and I'm not saying this is this case, but like the granola moms with the mom who only wears Louis Vuitton.
Yeah.
Maybe this isn't going to work.
Yeah.
Like right or wrong.
Like I was sucking down a sugar-free latte as these two women in my group were talking about that they only do organic food. And I was like, oh, but like, have you ever had chemicals?
Do you like aspartame? Because I love a Diet Coke.
Like, have you ever freebased like Diet Dr. Pepper? Same. Okay, we got to get to...
It's hot to blow.
At this point, we head on over to our producer, Mike Ganger, the blind item expert. What secret on the internet might be the next to blow?
Do two wrongs make a right? Do two creeps make a perfectly acceptable celebrity in Hollywood?
Like, do they like
cancel each other out?
Well, let's talk about two people who are very canceled and are trying to make a comeback. Kevin Spacey and Bryan Singer. Those are names.
They sure are.
They're names.
They are names.
They be names.
Rumor has it, again in our hot to blow story, that the two of them have decided, you know what, we had success with The Usual Suspects. We had success with, limited success with, I think, Superman Returns when they worked together. Well, then they were both, rightfully so, based on all the accusations that we've seen and the many, 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 many people that have come out and spoken about the terrible things that they have done. They both went bye-bye. It sounds like they're now teaming up, trying to find a way to make a comeback, and they're going to try to do it together.
They're like, there's that saying where it's like, great minds think alike. And they're like, perverts hang out. Like, why do they think this is formulaic? Great. They're like, we're both monsters. They'll get over it together.
Yeah, like they'll forget, right?
I have no idea, but we've heard rumblings of both Kevin Spacey and Bryan Singer trying to get back into things. Now, Kevin Spacey, he was in Italy like a couple of years ago. He won some like award for Lifetime Achievement Award. Well, since then, he's actually been in a TV series, an Italy TV series for a couple of episodes. He's got a few movies. A couple of them are also set in Italy, but he's got like 4 different things in the works, movies-wise.
And he's claimed that he's homeless.
Correct.
Like those are his words.
That is, by the way, a yearly post or a yearly thing we get from him where it's like, oh, by the way, I'm broke.
Like, okay, sure.
Sure you are. And Kevin Spacey. And then you've got Bryan Singer, who, on the other hand, if you don't know, he's obviously the lesser known of the two. Bryan Singer did direct The Usual Suspects, made a lot of big time movies. He actually directed all of Bohemian Rhapsody until he was arrested or I guess accused of sexual assault, and eventually was taken off that project and had to share joint directing for that project. He also did all the X-Men movies as well. He has a project in the works with one John Voight. All we know is it's called Untitled Bryan Singer Project.
God, it's almost like they think that they go, well, this guy's worse off than me. But you go, is he? You know what I mean? Like they go,
distract.
And you're like, no, but you guys are both saying that.
Like, it's this weird shared victim mentality. Like, they think they're the victim.
Oh, for sure.
Like, we've been canceled because of cancel culture or the Me Too movement. Like, no, you've been canceled because you're a terrible person and it's been proven by people.
Finally hit their breaking point. Like, I don't want to deal with you anymore.
The Bryan Singer thing is so ridiculous because this guy was getting work and getting huge work. And his first lawsuit was in 1997. And if you don't know, he's been accused of trying to force underage extras into terrible situations with him.
It's literally what you hear about and read about there. Like, Hollywood can't really be like that. And then you found out from the Harvey Weinstein case.
Yeah.
No, it is. It like, oh yeah, I want to meet you upstairs in my hotel room to give you this role.
First lawsuit, 97. Another lawsuit and accusation, a bunch of them, in 2014. Then another 2017 lawsuit. Keep in mind, this is when he was working on Bohemian Rhapsody and ultimately was replaced there in that film. But it's amazing. That's how long it took before anything actually came of doing something about it. But both of them have basically been, well, Bryan Singer hasn't done anything since 2019. He again has this project in the works, but it's just a weird, creepy thing that I saw. And I'm like, are you kidding me? These two guys are going to try to have their creep cancel each other out.
They're going to do a creep off.
Like, who's producing this? You know, like which studio is actually going to go behind this?
Not a single one. It's going to have to be Kevin Spacey with all that money he doesn't have.
Mm-hmm.
True that.
Right.
So.
It's Hot Mess.
Oh, Mickey Rourke, you're a hot mess. And so is the person who put together your GoFundMe, because the way they phrased, hey, Mickey Rourke, he's like rich broke. Like, he's super rich, actually, but then he spends all his money, so he's broke. So maybe help him pay his rent.
Yeah, guys.
Was the worst pitch I've ever seen in my life. So Mickey Rourke is allegedly $60,000 behind on rent. He's going to get evicted.
Aww.
So a friend of his started a GoFundMe and named it Support Mickey to Prevent Eviction.
Yeah.
It's a member of his management team. And she says, help Mickey Rourke stay in his home. He's raw, fearless, utterly original, a symbol of something rare. Like, and she goes on to talk about how he did these things that were really risky in his career. Like, he really took on boxing. He took on projects nobody wanted to. He was truth, authenticity. He chose risk over comfort. And then she's like, but also, you know, like, so he's rich. He's got a lot of movies, but like, he spends his money as soon as he makes it. So he just doesn't have enough money to cover his rent.
Same.
So if you can help, here's this GoFundMe. They've raised over $50,000 for him. I'm like, what the hell are we doing here? I would rather save an animal. Any of the animals. What?
I just blows my mind is the conversation around like, yeah, no, he's rich. But like, he's bad at spending money, guys.
So help.
Be nice to him.
It's so wild. I'm like, no one feels bad for Mickey Rourke.
Nobody feels bad for him. Like, nobody feels bad for him.
Do you remember just 2 weeks ago we talked about him because everyone was floating the idea that he was going to be playing the new, older version of Johnny Cash in a film. And then he also was apparently going to be in this biopic for Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah.
As we told you when it happened, no, that was like the last favor he called in to his buddies in Hollywood and said, hey, I know I used to be an Oscar-nominated big-time actor. Can you just float my name in some of these projects to maybe help me get work? He's oh, man. And we know how problematic he was on Celebrity, Big Brother UK and things he said to JoJo, now Joel Siwa.
Yeah, what did he say to her? Because I think there's a lot of people listening or watching on YouTube that are like, I don't know what he said.
And it's almost like, and I know, Mike, you're going to, you'll know what he actually said, but it's even just how he said it.
Exactly. And there was the idea of she was talking about her sexuality, as she has talked about in the past. And again, keep in mind, she ended up, dating and now is still dating Chris Hughes, who is on that. She's come out later and said that her sexuality, she considers herself queer and that, it kind of changes and has changed. But he basically, as they started that show, she said she was a lesbian, I believe. And his quote was, "Oh, I guess you won't be if you spend enough time with me in this house." What?
And the age difference is huge. The whole vibe was off.
It was
awful. So crazy. She was like, yeah, he just keeps saying these weird things. And now he's talking about my sexuality as if it's I just spend time with him and I'll be straight because I'll be so turned on, or something.
What year does he think it is?
I don't know, but maybe it worked because she now is dating a guy.
To be fair, he was kicked out of the house the next day.
He really was.
Yes,
oh my God.
It's
just in the pictures that go along with it. You're of the place. I'm I don't want to see the inside of this house.
No, it's awful. He's awful. And what he said to JoJo Siwa was so insane and awkward. He's also creepy and
He's
super
so
weird.
creepy.
And it was you're being filmed and you're being filmed and you're saying this. So if that gives you any insight of what this guy, I can't imagine being 30 years older than some guy who is gay and being if you're around me, I'll probably make you straight. You guys would go, Brittany, that's so creepy.
Want to go smoke a cigarette out back with me? That's the vibe. That's the vibe. Mickey Rourke. You a mess.
We're good without you. But also, if you do a GoFundMe, just be honest. Hey, this guy's so bad at spending money. Can you just give him money because it'd be funny?
What? It's $50,000 later. I guess it's working.
All right, you win this round, Mickey. When we get, thank you for listening to Hot to Go. We love it. We love making it. Make sure you subscribe, comment, and thanks.